Yeah, this is Selassie from Big Cell Kennel. Keep watching GH Dog TV.
GH Dog TV, your number one TV for all dog lovers.
This is GH Dog TV, your number one dog TV for all dog lovers. And my name is Solowan. You can call me the dog blogger. If you're new on our channel, you kindly subscribe to our channel and then you hit on the notification bell icon for more exclusive and amazing dog content. And then you also follow us on all of our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok at GH Dog Blogger. Today on the show, I'm getting up close with a dog breeder. And today the information is going to pour out. Trust me, if you are a beginner or if you are somebody who is just about starting breeding, this video is going to be very beneficial to you. But then before we get right into the video and I speak to the boss man, let me acknowledge our proud sponsor, Josira Pet Food, the pet food with passion, the pet food with passion. You have dogs, puppies, you're looking for the right dog food, very nutritious for your dogs to keep them healthy. Just pick the contact details on our screen, or when you go to any pet shop, you ask of Josira Pet Food or any product from Josira Pet Food, puppy milk, wet food, dry food, sauces, and they've even got cat food as well. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Now, dog lovers, let's go for a quick break, and when we get back, I'll be getting up close with this boss man. My name is Solowan. You can call me the dog blogger. Don't go anywhere.
Right, so actually, you can call me Kojo Boateng. You can call me African Paw Boerboels. I breed pedigree Boerboels, and if you mention Boerboels, I think you should look out for me because I have what you are looking for. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yes, indeed. That's the boss man of African Paw Boerboels. But then, in case you want to link up with GH Dog TV, you pick the contact details on our screen: 055-328-4056. You want to link up with us. You want to sponsor our show, you want to advertise your products, services, just link up with us. Now, bossman, before we even proceed, I'll let you drop out your contact details, your social media handles, in case somebody wants pedigree Boerboels, they need a meal for start services and all of that. Drop out your contact details.
Okay, so on Instagram it's African_Paw_Boerboels. On Facebook it's African_Paw_Boerboels. On WhatsApp you can contact me on 0265685828, and then you can call me on 0244040050. I'm on Snapchat on vintage equals old school. Yes, and then the same on X too.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's the boss man right here, and I'm sure you guys are loving these beautiful Boerboels right here with us. Now, boss man, this is a question I've never asked you before. Let me start before we get into the main topic and all of that. Let me ask you this question: How did your love for dogs start, and how did the passion for Boerboels also come about?
Okay, so growing up, I've lived with dogs because my dad is a dog lover. His dad was also a farmer. He used to go hunting, so he's had dogs in his house. And my dad also had about 8 dogs around. I was the one who was doing the feeding. I was the one who named every dog my dad brought home. So I've had dogs since I was a child. But my dad was not breeding Boerboels. He was breeding. He had shepherd. I don't know where it was from, but they look like a shepherd. And he had other dogs, and he had the puppies from the shepherd. So that was how come I loved being around dogs. Yeah.
And then at which point did it set in for you to get into the Boerboel? Because for my first meeting with you in 2019, I've always seen you with a Boerboel. I've never even seen you holding any other breed before.
I've been with other breeds before. So my dad had this dog. He was called Spike. Yeah, he was a big Rottweiler. But I think he had a Boerboel in it. So my dad was using it for matings, and one of his friends came with his females to mate, and we got a puppy back. Now the puppy was with me, like it was with us, but I was the one taking care of the puppies because my dad was not investing into them. He was not doing vets and all that. All he was doing was feeding. At that time he was giving gari and leftover food from restaurants and all. I felt it was not good because if you cannot feed the dogs, you should not keep them. So, that dog, I was isolating it from the rest. And I met one of my friends. I have this friend, Obodai. He was also into dog breeding. He had Bull Mastiff, he had Boerboel, he had Doberman. So there was a time he sold his Bull Mastiff. He was old enough. That was the first time I had seen someone sell a dog for 4,000 cedis, right? And I was like, wow, if I could also sell that dog, that puppy we had back at that time, it was just 6 months. It was a female. So he met his allergy, the one he sold his dog to, and then he helped me sell my dog for 1,600. So we came home, and I came and I told my mom I had gotten money, 1,600. He asked me where I got it from, and I told her Medilo too, and she was like, okay, Mati, and that was it. So in the evening they were like, where's the dog? And I was like, I sold it. And my dad was so furious. He was like, why would I sell his dog without his permission? And I told him that I saw the dog bigger than he had ever sold his dog, because he sold his dogs for 600, 700, 500, and I sold his dog for 1,600. And I told him that I was going to use it to buy another dog. It was not as if I was going to spend the money, so he should exercise patience for me. And he was like, no, I do not sell his dog without his permission, so I should go get his dog back. So I told Obodai to, pose as the buyer of the dog. And I gave the number to the guy, and Obodai told him that he had traveled. So there was no way we were going to get the dog back, and he was angry. So Obodai helped me get one puppy, a Boerboel puppy. That was my first Boerboel puppy. Obodai had his sister, and he bought, he helped me buy this female. Right, so fast forward, this female grew. When I brought the puppy home, I told my dad about it, and he was like, this dog was non-pedigree. Sorry, not non-pedigree, but not purebred. It was a mixed breed, and I told him that no, it was good. He was telling me it's because it's a puppy, that's why it looks so good. But then when it grew, I was going to see how the dog looked. So fast forward, the dog was 1 year, and I was able to get puppies out of the dog, and this is where we are now.
Wow, and I think meeting you and knowing that you were into breeding of Boerboels, you were also in the university at that time. How were you coping?
Being in the university and then breeding dogs was not easy at all, because I remember I was not getting support from anywhere. My dad was not supporting me because I'd even sold his dog. That was like a put up for him. So it was my mom who was supporting me small. Sometimes I'm like with them Miskawi, and at that time I used to sell clothes, I used to sell sneakers to get money to feed my dogs. At that time Quams had brought his formula, Quams formula, so I championed it. I was selling to people, I was advertising to people, if you want your dogs to look good, if you want your dogs to look better, have a good coat, have all that, you need to supplement your feed. People were not supplementing their dogs, they were just giving Gary and all. So you need to, it was cheap. So mixing it with Gary, to feed your dogs and all was the way forward for people who were feeding Gary. At least they were getting supplements for their dogs. So big ups to Quams, he was supplying me with the feed to sell. So when I was marketing it every time. So when someone needs it, I go to his house at Spintex, go pick up the feed, deliver, and then I get maybe 50 cedis, 100, and then I give Quams his money, and then I take mine, and then we move. So that was how I was coping. I was making sales from somewhere to feed my dogs. Yeah, that was how I was coping. Yeah.
Wow. So you're actually doing some side gigs in order to get money to feed the dogs and all of that. That is very, very great, and I'm sure if any young person or somebody, a student is watching us right now, you're going to serve. Your story is going to serve as an inspiration to them.
Yes, for sure. But I mean, don't go selling your dad's properties.
That's going to bring you a whole lot of problems, dog lovers. Dog lovers, we just got started. We're going to talk more. We're going to delve deep. But then let me remind you again that sponsored by Josira Pet Food, the pet food with passion. You have dogs, you have puppies, you're looking for the right dog food for them to look healthy. Trust me, you pick the contact details on our screen, or when you go to any pet shop, you ask of a product from Josira Pet Food. Wet food, dry food. Trust me, you're going to love it. Sauces. And the beautiful thing is they've even got dog food for diet-sensitive dogs, which are grain-free and hypoallergenic. Now, so Archie, let's start with this point. I know there are a lot of people actually give me a call. Some people text me. Some people want to start breeding. Since you do Boerboels, let's do Boerboels. They want to start breeding of Boerboels. They don't know how to start. How do they go about it? Should they get a puppy? Should they get adults? Should they just get any dog? Should they just go by the roadside, find a dog with somebody selling to them as a Boerboel or what?
Right. So to everyone out there who wants to start breeding Boerboels, I think you should know what you're about. You should have a plan, because breeding is not a joyride. Okay, you should know. You should be prepared for whatever is going to come up. But first of all, you should have your cash, because if you do not have the money, I tell you, you are not going to do anything. Like you will just quit. You will just quit it. Because look at me in school, starting to do breeding. I had to do a lot of side gigs before my dog would eat. There were days I had to sell off some of my stuff for my dogs to eat. I had to make a lot of sacrifices, and then I had to, forgo so many things for me to be able to get where I am right now. So you should be able to make sacrifices. You should have your money. You should have money there to be prepared for your vet bills, any shortcoming, because dogs are like livestock. You can just go and come, and then you see your dog not breathing, or your dog limping, or your dog with blood all over it. You don't know what's up. So yeah, you should have the cash. And then you should contact a breeder, someone like me or any other Boerboel breeder who has been in the game for long, to get the puppy you want to start with. Okay, because getting you cannot just go and then buy a puppy from anywhere and then say you want to start Boerboel breeding. No, you should get a puppy from a registered breeder or a well-known breeder a reputable breeder who can share ideas with you, who can coach you. The person can even come out as your mentor, because even me, as I was starting, I had people like Dr. Peterson and Pa who showed me a few things. Mind you, my dad taught me so many things I know now in breeding. He taught me how to feed dogs, deworm, put dog on a leash, walk dogs and all. Yeah, my dad did me a great deal of tutorship and then mentorship. But then you also have to have someone who can guide you on the breed you want to work with, even the breed standard and all. Yeah, so these are the few things you need to know. And then you need to know the people around you, the people who are going to be around you for your game. That is when you have to know if you need to get a puppy or you need to get an adult. Because let's say if you are a busy guy or busy someone going to work very early, coming very late, I don't think you should have an adult, because having an adult, you are going to put stress on whoever is going to take care of the dog while you are away. I think having a puppy is going to help, like, you bond with your dog well for the whole year your dog is going to spend with you before your breeding starts or something. So I think starting with a puppy is your best shot. But if you've handled dogs before and you feel you can handle adult dogs, I mean, you can go in and then buy an adult dog that suits whatever you're looking for. Maybe you want a dog with a big head, or a dog with good front legs, good hind legs, good top line, a dog that has volume, a dog that has good health records, a dog that has good reproductive records. So there are so many things you should look out for depending on your plan. So like I said, you need to, and you also need to join a breed club. You need to join a breed club. Those people move in the direction you want to move, because they're the ones who are going to organize all your dog events for you. So without them, you cannot. I tell you, without them, you cannot go wherever you want to go. Yeah.
They are also going to teach you about the breed standard that you mentioned earlier on. So actually, when you're talking, what I love about your conversation is you're talking about the reality on the ground. Like, you should have cash. That was your first point. You should have cash. There's a lot of talk about passion, but somebody will tell you that passion does not feed a dog.
Yes, the passion will drive you to buy the dog. The passion will drive you to do whatever you want to do, but the cash drives your passion. Because I say that because if you do not have the cash, you will have the passion, and see, your passion will be like a dream. You sleep and wake up like, okay, Charlie, that's for another day. But if you have the money, if you have the money to drive your passion, if you have the money to buy whichever dog you want to buy, the money is driving the passion you have. The passion you have to buy whichever dog you want to buy, the passion you have to even feed a particular brand of dog food, because there are so many brands, but I do not feed just any brand. I feed particular brands depending on whichever dog I have and at what time it is, and even if it's a puppy I'm feeding, or even if it's an adult, if it's a male, if it's a female, there are brands of foods for all of that. So I think it is cash first before it is your passion, but most of the times it is your cash. Yeah.
So you should have the passion and the cash. They go both ways, because there are certain people who also have the cash but they don't have the passion. They get into breeding, then everything goes off.
Yeah, it's true. There are so many people who have the cash. Like, they feel like, okay, actually selling a puppy for this amount. I feel like, okay, if I buy a dog and I cross, and the dog gives birth, you are basing your assumptions on if. I tell you, for a long time I've not had puppies, and it's the passion that is driving me to do whatever I'm doing right now. Because now, if you have all your cash and you've bought like 5 dogs or even 2 dogs and they are not giving birth for you, I tell you, just dash the dogs off and then you go your way, you move into another thing, because breeding itself is business. Now, if you do not have the passion, you will not be able to make sacrifices, you will not be able to make certain decisions to get you wherever you want to go. So yeah.
Fantastic, beautiful. Dog lovers, will be wrapping up very soon. Today we are going to keep it short. Whoa, this dog is really in love with me already. Wow, dog lovers, check out this beautiful dog from African Paw Boerboels. So actually, if somebody is looking to get a dog, I'd like to have your take. Would you advise the person to first go for a female, a male, or what?
Do you want to say something? It depends on your plan, because me, I am more into females, because I believe females play a big role in how your puppy will look for a long time. You understand? Even though the male is a semen donor, the females, imagine you don't have a good female, where your puppies will not look good right from the onset, and then selling from 0 to 2 months or 0 to, let's say, 1 month, your female is supposed to be breastfeeding exclusively, or maybe you can supplement with puppy milk or something. But if you do not have a good female, right, that's a good reproductive or health record, your plan will fall into the dumpster. Someone also feels like he wants to do males, because males also have a good influence, because let's say there was a time males in Ghana didn't have this particular trait. Males in Ghana were too playful. Males in Ghana didn't have a good head, they didn't have good bone, they didn't have even the height. So someone feels like, okay, let me improve upon the breed using males who have good height. Okay, so someone who's even going for a male. Now someone can also say, I want a male, but I want to start from a puppy because I do not have time to cater to, I do not have time to room an adult. Okay, so let me start with a puppy so that I can even bond with a puppy, and then by the time the puppy is a year old, I can have, like, I would have gained much expertise, even much knowledge, okay, on the breed I even want to do. So someone will also want to start with a puppy because of the knowledge he wants to get from the breed, yeah, and all that. So it depends on your plan, it depends on what you want to do and your cash as well, because I tell you right now, buying an adult costs at least 10 to 15,000 if you do not have that cash. That even depends on the quality of adult you are buying, because I've bought an adult for 30,000 before, you understand. So it depends on the quality of adult you are buying. And I even know that puppies in Ghana go as expensive as 15,000 cedis. Boerboel puppy, you know, some even like to quote dollar, but you know, if you do the conversion rates, it's, you know, between 10 to 15,000 you can get a very solid Boerboel puppy with a very good future. So it depends on what you are looking out for, and your funds and your space, whoever is going to take care of the dog, and it's so many factors. Yeah.
Beautiful, Archie. Archie, we'll be wrapping up very soon. I want us to keep it very short and then straight to the point. But then before I let us sign out, I'd like you to look into our cameras. Tell our dog lovers something. Maybe somebody just bumped into the video. They have their passion. They want to start breeding. They want to get into Boerboels. Look into our cameras and just tell them something.
Okay, so Boerboel breeding is the fun, like, has been the most fun part of my life, because I always, you know, find them doing something that makes me laugh. Yeah. So, you know, if you want to be a breeder, first of all, you should have another source of income, because they are going to drive you crazy. You know, they eat a lot. They do everything a lot. They do everything a lot.
Look at this. Look at this dog right now.
You know, you see this dog, you feel like this dog is so scary. You know, if you come to its area, you know, previously we were sitting and was barking at someone. So if you come to its area, it has the guard instincts, but it's also playful. You understand? They are comfortable around their owners. You know, so they eat a lot. They do so many things a lot. And then, secondly, you should know your environment, know wherever you are going to put your dog. Is it going to favor the dog? Is it going to favor the people around you? Because I can tell you that there are times that I've brought dogs and my dad doesn't want to go close to the dog because the dog looks so big. And then I tell him that, oh, this dog is so calm. You know, even me, I've never even met the dog before, but the dog is comfortable around me. I've brought over six adults home, and I'm able to handle them. So why are you not able to handle them? Yeah. And then secondly, you should get yourself a mentor. He's going to guide you around whatever you have to know, the ups and downs and all. You should also have a plan. Okay, have a plan on what's, like, you should have resolutions. You know, in the next 1 year I should have this. In the next 2 years, you know, my puppy should look like this. You know, you should have a plan. You should know your breed standard, the breed you want to go into. You should know what they're looking out for, and you should join a kennel club. Okay, the kennel club comes up with your breed standard. You know what you should do with your breed, unless maybe you want to sell only puppies. You want to sell puppies, but if you want to breed, or if you want to improve upon the breed, you know, you should know your breed standard, and you should be ready to make sacrifices. You should make sacrifices, because there are times that I have paid over 5,000 cedis just to get my dog mated. You know, I've paid it to someone to mate my dog. You know, so you should be ready to make sacrifices. There are times I've sold my assets just to make sure that my dog is okay. I remember in 2019 or 2018 when I had Stego Beast. Okay, when I was buying the dog, I had paid everything in full, but there was a shortcoming somewhere, and I didn't have funds because I didn't plan for that one. So I had to go to Circle that night, you know, sell my phone, get cash, send to the shipper to get the dog to Accra because the dog was stuck along the road and he needed cash to do some payments and all, and like that one was not planned in the pipeline, but you know, I had to provide money because I had already gotten my head into it, so I had to provide money to get everything done. So these are the points you need to get into your books if you want to get into Boerboel breeding.
Beautiful dog lovers. Now that's coming from the boss man of African Paw Boerboels. In case you want to link up with African Paw Boerboels, his contact details are on our screen. Link up with him. He's got a solid meal available for start services. Very soon, puppies are dropping. Link up with him. Make inquiries, and trust me, you're gonna love it. So dog lovers, will be wrapping up. Yes, we'll be wrapping up in a few minutes. But then actually, before we go, I know my dog lovers won't forgive me if we don't introduce these beauties you have here with me.
Okay, so these are two of my females. I'm presenting here. This is Terrible Twins Koto. Let me just get up for you to see. Come on, girl.
Okay, dog lovers. Okay. All right.
Mini is a mood. Let me introduce this one first. This is Koto, Terrible Twins Koto. I imported her from SA 2 months ago. She's from Ghetto Mamba, Terrible Twins Ghetto Mamba and Terrible Twins Ghetto Fabulous. Mamba is already in Ghana. He's a very good dog. So I bought this dog because of the height. You know, we have a lot of short females, and me myself, I have a lot of short females, so I wanted diversity. And I bought her for her color because of the black. And she has a very good head. You know, this head is not mostly seen on females. Okay, and then the bone is also good. You know, very good angulation and all. You know, I want to say thank you to all those who helped me get this dog into my kennel. Yeah, so this is Terrible Twins Koto. She is a little bit close to 2 years. Yeah. We will have letters from her soon. So, you know, you guys can contact me if you want a black puppy, a black solid puppy. Yeah, I have something special coming your way.
Wow. Nice one, dog lovers. Check out this beautiful female. Okay, let me handle her here. And there's another one. Yes, this dog was all over me throughout the interview. Okay, boss. Okay, and what about our lovely friend here too?
This girl is a whole mood. This is Mini, African Paw Mini. I bred this girl myself.
Wow, okay, beautiful.
I bred this dog from Brekamina and Middle Post Part. Middle Post Part is a brindle female. I brought her to last year's KUG show.
Yes, I remember.
She won a best female, I think. Yeah, best female. Yeah, and Stego Beast also won a show. So this is from Brekamina and Middle Post Part. She is just she's in September, so October, so 13 months old. Yeah, she's just 13 months, and yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's a whole mood. She's very beautiful. I love her so much.
And I love her too. I love the color. I love the way she was just bonding with me throughout the interview, dog lovers. So these are two dogs representing African Paw Boerboels, and I've told you that his contact details are on our screen. Link up with him for all of your top quality pedigree Boerboels. Now, dog lovers, we are wrapping up the interview right here, but then let me remind you that this episode was proudly sponsored by Josera Pet Food, the pet food with passion. You have dogs, you have puppies, you are looking for puppy milk, dog food, puppy feed, wet food, dry food. Just pick their contact details on our screen, or when you go to any pet shop, you ask of Josera, and trust me, you're going to love it. Your dogs are going to love it. And the beautiful thing is, they've even got dog food for diet-sensitive dogs, which are grain-free and hypoallergenic. Dog lovers, in case you just bump into this channel. If you are new, you kindly subscribe to our channel and then you hit on the notification bell icon for more exclusive and amazing dog content. In case you want to link up with GH Dog TV, you pick out our contact details on the screen, 055-328-4056, and then you follow us on all of our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok at GH Dog Blogger. My name is Solowan. You can call me the Dog Blogger. This is where we'll be bringing this show to an end.
Before you end your show, Solo, I have something special for you, okay? I always tell my people to subscribe to your channel and go watch your interviews because you are doing a good job. So I have something special for you. This is a branded shirt from African Paw Boerboels.
Wow, dog lovers, African Paw pulling a surprise. Wow, beautiful. Wow, let my dog lovers have a look.
Yeah, so this is one of one. No one has it. This was made exclusively for you. So I hope it's a way of showing my appreciation to you for the good thing you are doing for the dog industry, because you are putting our work out there and it is something good for us. So kudos to you.
Let me take a minute to represent the African Paw brand right here on GH Dog TV. Dog lovers, how do I look in this beautiful branded African Paw Boerboels t-shirt? Bro, thank you so much. Really appreciate the love. Bless up. Thank you so much, dog lovers. This is from African Paw Boerboels. In case you want any of souvenirs from Africa, I think there's also one, right?
So this is a branded cap from us. It was made for me, but we love you guys, and anytime you buy a puppy from us, be sure to get something from us. That one is certified, certain. Anytime you buy a puppy from us, be sure to get something from us. It will be a surprise though, but you will surely get something from African Paw Boerboels. Yeah.
That's beautiful, dog lovers. Link up with him. His contact details are on us. You want some of these fine t-shirts? Look at the cap. He's got a whole lot of them. You're gonna love it. I'm loving mine. I know for sure that you're going to also love yours as well. Today we had African Paw Boerboels on the show, and I'm sure you loved every bit of it. My name is Solowan. You can call me the Dog Blogger. Catch you another time.
GH Dog TV, your number one TV for all dog lovers.